find where we are. Here we go. Let's give it a sec.
But you know, we have not been able to serve God in places like this.
Here we go.
See, I remember the little church that we used to serve him in way back in the woods. Amen. And sometimes on Sunday morning, even before you would get there,
got
you
a
could
good,
hear them
good,
praising the Lord.
good show for y'all today. Good commentary today.
You could hear the beat in the church. Yeah.
Go down to Louisiana for this one. Mike Mincy, how you doing? Down the Sellers. Ardelia McElroy. Yeah, I don't know about that. Ruth Ellis. Betty Jenkins. Donna Messier Moore. How are you? Betty Jenkins. Tweet, how are you? Good evening. Sheesh. Tundola, how are you? Tamir, Tamira Matthews, Mash Hogue, how are you? Karama, Tanya Tucker. I had to go back down here again. Back down to the South Carolina Sea Islands for this one. Louise, Reverend Scott Roundtree, how you doing? You don't know this one, Reverend Roundtree. I don't care what you're talking about, but you don't know this one. Rhonda White. Yeah, this is way backwoods. Kachia Muhammad, how are you? Pat Green Austin. Julia Barron. Cassandra Johnson, how are you? Yeah, that event was great. Adelia, the Queen Latifah event was great. Colette Moslin, D. Haviland, Kinchin, how are you? Said Tamir Miller, 365 Johnson Avenue. Said they only clean one side of the street. So, got that down. Said sanitation has replaced any cans. I don't know what cans you're talking about that need to be replaced, sir. Unless you're talking about the cans we giving out. That's not replacement of cans. We passed out a few cans. So we're going to get into that. Don't worry about it. But before I start talking about sanitation, before we jump all over sanitation, I know y'all ready for it. Look at y'all. I want to address this misinformation that went out. You know, I was just looking at this thing. Let me see if I can find it. Donald Trump admitted that one of those PACs that represent him sent out an email, not an email, a mailer to people's homes, senior citizens' homes, telling them that their Medicare was going to be canceled. You know, it was it was false, and they admitted it was false. But if you look at it carefully, you can see it was false. Wait, Zane, what's up, my brother? Lane Lee, you know, you can see it was false, but they did it on purpose. So it's people out here putting out bad information on purpose. There was a fire last night, and the queen of misinformation was all over TV and everywhere else, videos, selling all kind of bad information she knew was bad, but put out there anyway. First of all, the fire was in Irvington and not Newark. They was wondering why we was using Irvington fire hydrants. First of all, the fire was in Irvington. We were called up there for mutual aid. There's actually 27 people adults displaced and 4 children. I think 4 or 5 children. But it was in Irvington. Our folks responded up there to Irvington to help put out an Irvington fire. They know it's Irvington because it kept saying Montgomery Avenue. The press didn't know that. Obviously, they kept pushing it because anything that they could do to, escalate whatever they need to escalate. But anybody that knows, the only Montgomery got is Montgomery Street in the Central Ward. I don't know no Montgomery Avenue. Montgomery Avenue is not the city of Newark. And if you've lived here long enough, and I know she's lived here long enough to know Montgomery Avenue has nothing to do with Newark, but to continue to say Newark, 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 and know it's false, is very, very, very dangerous. And then saying, we didn't change our fire hydrants. That's why water pressure is low. First, before Kareem get on there, I just want to let you know, and I know this as a layperson, that the fire hydrant has nothing to do with water pressure, unless it's broke, unless the fire hydrant is broke. But Kareem, are we replacing our fire hydrants or not? And what's up with the water pressure in the city? Does that have to do with that? And what's going on up there?
So, man, first and foremost, I want to say, the city has over 5,800 fire hydrants, not 1,000. Newark has 5,800 fire hydrants.
Right.
5,800 fire hydrants. We don't have 700 out of service. We probably got about 30 out of service, and those out of service hydrants happen every day. If a car back into a hydrant, knock it over, we come out, we fix it, we repair it. Water pressure, we don't have a problem with our water pressure. But I can understand why people would have problem with water pressure when you're fighting a fire. People just trying to do too much at some time. Misinformation we should not be saying that Newark had a problem with water pressure. We did not have a problem with water pressure. It was water into those homes.
Right.
Newark assisted Irvington in getting that fire under control about 7 p.m. It was high winds yesterday. I mean, the news did report that. The helicopter, you can see it. A couple other houses caught on fire. But we replace about 300 fire hydrants a year. Replace means we take out the old hydrants that's over 20 years old. We put new ones in. We take out the old AP Smith fire hydrants. We put about 300 fire hydrants a year in of the M94s, those new yellow and green lit type hydrants.
Right.
We work with the fire department. We have a mutual application. The fire department is out now. They do a fall and spring annual inspection. And during that time, they identify any hydrants that may be broken or difficult. And we go out and we replace them every night. They share the same app that we share of which hydrant's working or not working. We put an out of service tag. It says out of service. The water department, for any large type of fire that's over 2 alarm, we normally respond to be on site to assist the city of Newark's fire. We're letting them know what size mains that are on the street that they're on,
Right.
where they can tap into larger mains to get more water to come into the city, right? So if it's only a 6-inch main on Montgomery, and we know it's a 12-inch main on Avon, or a 30-inch main on Clinton Avenue, or a 12-inch main on South 18th Street, we would advise them where they can get additional water to come into the fire, or open a division gate if needed, to push more water into it.
Right.
It was nothing that we could do up there yesterday, right? But give them assistance and tell them where they can go.
Right. And that's what we did. The fire department came out. Shout out to the fire department. They went up there to Avon and 20th, saw a fire was in Irvington, assisted with mutual aid to put the fire out in Irvington, New Jersey. Our folks were up there, OEM, our homeless services, to help Irvington, find placement for people, and Red Cross. Shout out to Red Cross. There is no issue with our fire hydrants or our water main pressure. Kareem just told you there's a difference between smaller water mains and larger water mains. And speaking to the fire department this morning, they knew exactly what Kareem said, that if there's a smaller water main, they have to go find a larger water main, and they call the water department when they need they help. They did not need their help yesterday. They had Irvington up there, Newark up there, and other mutual aid up there to help put those fires out. And they did a great job. So please do not listen to craziness and foolishness and people telling you that we've canceled, that the country has canceled Medicare, or people saying we don't have fire hydrants, our water pressure is down. These are people who have ulterior motives. The queen of misinformation, you know who that is around here, who get on TV as much as they can to spread bad and wrong information on purpose. Purpose, 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 purpose.
And man, I just want to let
Yep.
everybody know, man, can I say one more thing?
Yep.
For anybody that's on, and watching Facebook, if you see a hydrant knocked over, or looks like it's broken, you can call us at 973-733-6303. 973-733-6303. I know you may not think it's important, but if you see a fire hydrant that's knocked over or broken, call us so we can come out and fix it. We may not know. Don't think we know because somebody just knocked it over or it's broken. Call us so we can come and repair it. Maybe help somebody, in a fire in the future that's on your block or another block. So please call us.
Right. Good job. So let's get into DPW, please. Thank you. Tariq Roland is up here. He is, kind of managing and directing DPW now with the help of Kareem Adeem, giving him some kind of mentorship to help develop that. Comes from DPW as well, moved on to do some other stuff, going back there to help lead what's happening over there. So obviously there's a lot of questions. There was a question about why garbage was picked up today instead of yesterday, or yesterday instead of today. Golden Child, what's going on? Some garbage was picked up, I guess, today or yesterday. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, they said they came today instead of tomorrow. Garbage people came today instead of tomorrow. So I don't know what that's about.
You want me?
Yeah.
Let Tariq take that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so residents of Newark, hello, Mayor, what's up, Director Adeem? So the third and fourth Wednesdays of the month is usually our clean sweep month, right? So today is the third Wednesday. So usually our team, we're just doing a clean sweep. It's not really a garbage day. As we know, the first Wednesday of the month is bulk in Zone A. The second Wednesday is bulk in Zone B. The third Wednesday is clean sweep in Zone A. And the fourth Wednesday is clean sweep in Zone B. This month, we're fortunate we have, 5 Wednesdays in a month. So we just did a clean sweep, knowing that Monday was a holiday, so a double day. So we had guys just going in Zone A and Zone B, just trying to clear up, whatever residual effect was left out there from Zone A on Monday.
Okay. So what's going on and information you need us to know now about what's happening with DPW, some of the changes that's been made that I want you to touch on, like pickups, places people could drop stuff off. I know you have now these stations that they have that they could drop garbage off at, mattresses, all that stuff. So all of the new stuff that's going on. I want to talk about that.
So man, I'll lead off and I'll let Tariq finish it up.
Yeah.
So DPW now, we currently, maybe like over the summer, we opened up 3 service centers, right? Where you can bring bulk, recycling, electronics, mixed use. And you can also drop your mattress off, right? At these places. One of them is 244 South 12th Street, services the West Ward. That's like a mini DPW service center. We're going to continue to expand that service center, but you can drop off recycling, cardboard, bulk items, and electronic goods. So if you're going on vacation and you don't want to leave the garbage in there for 3 or 4 days, you can tie it up and come drop it off at our service centers, Monday through Saturday, 7 to 3:30 p.m. The other service center is at 61 Verona Avenue in the North Ward. It does the same thing as the service center in 12th Street. You can drop off, goods there 6 days a week. The other service center is 52 Earl Street. 52 Earl Street. You can do those same goods. We thought it was good to have service centers where people can drop off goods and be a little more in touch with our wards and our community people. These service centers over the next couple of months will continue to build out. We'll have garbage trucks, street sweepers, and our rapid response team work out of those service centers to go abate illegal dumping or respond to missed pickups and things like that with our ward superintendents. Those are some of the changes we did. The mattress pickup, we designated a mattress pickup for every day in every ward, right? You can call us or you can put your mattress out on those days. And we were looking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Each ward is a different day, starting with the East Ward the Central Ward on Mondays, East Ward on Tuesdays, Wednesdays is the North Ward. The South Ward is on Fridays. I'm missing them. The West Ward is on Thursday.
Yeah. Peace, Darren Green. Peace, Almighty. Good to see you up here,
I'll
brother.
let
Knowledge
Tariq
equality. Sharonda Phillips said on South 13th Street, they need some garbage cans. I don't know where the garbage cans, where we at with that. Maybe you want to touch on that. And some more misinformation. DPW just got their contract. I mean, we have a tentative contract, so you got to stop, Che. You got to leave those council meetings alone, man. And the people you'll be listening to, they just gave you the wrong information all the time. But in any event, what's up with the garbage cans?
Tariq?
Oh, so sorry about that. So I think we're in phase 4 of our garbage cans, right? I think we distribute phase 5. We distributed over about 15,000, Director. So we'll be distributing the remaining. I think we have about maybe 10 to 15,000 more. What I always tell residents is that what we identified when we rolled out the pilot program, the most problematic areas as it pertains to litter, right, and refuse collection. There are many parts, right, and many residents in the city who did not have cans. So what we did on the DPW end was assess that information, right? We didn't look at it as everyone needs cans at the same time. And we also did not have a pot of money to just at one time go out and get 35,000 cans. So we had to look at it from, an expert lens and figure out what was the most impactful way to be able to resolve this litter issue in Newark and service residents.
So is there a way that residents can find out if they could, when they could get their cans or where their cans at or so forth and so on, so they won't be in the dark?
Yes. So Mayor, yes, that's coming. So the DPW over the summer, we launched a new website, right? It's on the city's homepage. So we're still scrubbing the data. The plan is to put, similar to the lead service line, right? When you said you could put your address in and see when your line was going to get repaired. You'll have up there that you received the garbage can or the estimated date of when you will receive the garbage can. Like Director Rowland said, phase 5, we're looking to have that completed by the end of the first quarter of 2025. We're looking to have those cans go out to the remaining areas. But we're hoping that in the next month that you can go online and actually type in your address and see if you already received your can or when your estimated date to receive the can is. And we're also hoping to have those cans, if we don't deliver them all, where you can pick it up from the service center.
So somebody's asking for that number again to pick up or drop off for garbage and things that way?
973-733-3680 or 973-733-3644.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where you could call to drop the stuff off or picking it up from. I know you got a couple of places, South Munn, so maybe you could check. South Munn is one of them. South 13th Street is another one. Karen ain't put her information up there, so I don't know. But South Munn, South 13th Street. The city, you're responsible for picking up your own leaves, unless when the leaves are in the street, we do street sweeping. But if you pour leaves into the street, that's also a violation. You cannot brush your leaves into the street. Leaves on your sidewalk, on your property, you have to pick them up, y'all, and you have to place them in a brown bag and place them out, and DPW will pick the leaves up. You cannot brush them into the street. If you get caught doing that, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. So don't do it, please, 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 please. Elwood Avenue is the other area that's we talking about in terms of the garbage cans. So all of the information, or do we have flyers, anything to send out about the mattresses that are out here?
Yeah, so man, not only do we have flyers that we've sent out, we're doing the community, we have billboards all throughout the city about the service centers, the mattress pickup, wrapping, unwrapping, and the drop-off location.
So
And it's
somebody
on the
said,
website.
okay, so you got the website, you got the billboards that are out there, that gives that information. What if somebody steals somebody can? What can they do? Don't we have
Okay.
codes on those cans?
Yes.
Yes.
So what should they do if somebody stole a can?
So if they contact us at 733-3680 or 3644, we can work with the vendor to actually track the can down.
Wow. Say the number again.
973-733-3680 or 973-733-3644.
So we could go call a vendor, track your can down, and see if your neighbor around the corner has your can. Or 3 houses down, we could go get the can back for you. Prayfully, that's not what it is. Rissa, how are you? Prayfully, that's not what it is. What about people who have trees that need to be pruned? There's a lot of people who call and say their trees can't get pruned. I know I have stopped cutting a lot of trees, but pruning trees, as long as it's the city tree, we can do it. We can't prune your personal tree, but if it's the city tree, we can do that. And where should they call to get that done?
Those are the same two numbers, 973-733-3680, 973-733-3644. But what I would say, Mayor, is that, we are definitely moving in a new direction and trying to revamp more staffing and train more tree people. It was a small division, and we have thousands and thousands of trees on the waiting list, overseen, by our manager, Hakeem Durant. So we're working on that expeditiously to be able to prune as many trees as possible.
Okay. What about the sewers? Like the sewer cleaning? I know that they talking about the top of the sewer. And hopefully, you guys could help clean the top of those sewers off. If you see stuff on it, you need to move it out when you see it. So.
Yeah, well, I could touch on that. There's two things. One, I just want to say, you can call us. That's just normal. The street sweeper cleans the debris off of the top of the sewer. But if you know a rain event is about to come, it's better that you go ahead and clean it, right? Because when it rains, it'll flood the area. However, we also, if you would like to adopt the catch basin on your block or in front of your house, you can contact our Office of Sustainability or call us at the Water Department, 973-733-6303, and you can adopt the catch basin. We'll come out and paint the catch basin, bring you tools to help keep that catch basin clean. But normally doing street cleaning, the street sweeper would clean the debris off of the top of the catch basin.
Also, somebody asked, when are we going to have another shredding event? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes, when you can bring the paper.
Yeah, we can get
so
that. We can get that.
they want to have one of those shredding events again. Those are good events, though.
Yeah, we can get that. I think Director Dean, within the next month, right? We can work with Ms. Brenda. Within the next month, we can make that happen.
There you go. Is there any particular and special information that you think our folks need to know? Winter is coming, all this stuff, it's like the Game of Thrones. Winter is coming, brother.
Yeah.
Is there anything that these folks need to know?
So I can talk a little bit about our fall plan, right? So where we're bringing on individuals to help clean the main corridors, thoroughfares, vacant lots, right? And the most problematic areas as it pertains to litter, right? The information will be up on our website, so that way you can see the locations. If we missed it, you can please feel free to call us, right? If you see a street that's not on, on the website that we're going to be blitzing and attacking, please feel free to let us know. We're going to be working Monday through Saturday around the clock, right? We're going to have a crew that is solely focusing on cleaning litter, East Ward, North Ward, South Ward, West Ward, and Central, right? And we have the equipment coming in, we have education coming in, but we also, Mayor and folks want to do is have community meetings. So there'll be 2 community meetings in the month of November in each ward, right? Because we have to bridge the gap and change the mindset. What I always say is that DPW responds to the litter and illegal dumpings, right? Which is a huge problem, right? But what we want to do is get folks to become vested stakeholders in the community to, assist us in the effort, because we can't do it alone, right? And that will come out, in the month of November. We're working with People's Assembly to get this information out. We'll be starting our fall plan on November, actually next Monday, I think November 21st, I believe. And you'll see guys out and sisters out in the community cleaning. You know, we plan to have NJIT and Rutgers North partner, bring some students out to help out, you know, in this Clean Communities event. So I'm super excited about it, to beautify North, you know, and help our people, you know, get some things done.
And may I just want to add, if everybody listening, that you should report illegal dumping. Newark is not a dump. Don't come in here and bring us your junk. Newark is not a dump. Too many times we allow people to come in and just dump stuff, you know, next to our houses and empty lots or on our streets. Report them, 973-733-6000. You know, report that somebody is dumping something in real time. And then call us too, so we'll know what's out there. We don't have to sit. Newark is not a dump. We don't want your junk.
And check the street sweeping on Ridge Street. They're saying Ridge Street street sweepers don't come through there enough or at all. So let's check it.
Somebody did ask a question around leaf collection, right? So on those third and fourth Wednesdays, the third Wednesday is A zone, which was today. They would have picked up leaves, yard waste. We call it yard waste. And the fourth Wednesday is B zone. So the fourth Wednesday is next week, and B zone is like the West Ward, the North Ward from Clifton up to the Belleville line, and then on North 13th Street.
You got it. Well, I think there's a lot of revamped stuff. I know we said a lot of information. Let's just repeat where people could get this information outside of us. Is there a place that they need to go specifically to get this information we just talked about today?
Yes, they can go on our website, the City of Newark website, and hit DPW, and you can get all the information you want regarding what we said today. And we'll constantly keep updating that as we get new information to come in.
And it's in the chat. You can get the chat. It's a pinned comment, cityofnewarknj.gov. Go there, go to DPW. You'll get all the information you need, new stuff that is happening in our city all of the time. And you can engage us when you need to engage us. So I want to thank you two gentlemen for getting on today. We're going to do another update coming up soon because I thought this was important for people, and you got a lot of response, you know, over and over again. If you haven't seen this stuff, make sure you go to the Newark website. And the last thing, I think this is an important question. Somebody's saying, who cleans the trash that falls from the garbage trucks? Because when garbage guys come around, sometimes they drop garbage on the street or garbage falls out of the truck. Isn't there a supervisor that's supposed to come behind and clean that up?
Yes. So there's two components, right? We are solely responsible for cleaning anything that is spilled over. The second part is, and I can say this, Mayor, as someone who just recently worked on the back of a garbage truck, is we have to tie our trash properly. The third thing is that there's one issue under, right, Director Redeem, under the truck, that there's a spillage that keeps the water out. So sometimes as a garbage man, I'm not sure because, you know, liquid is supposed to be drained out from your bottles, right? And that leaves, and that spillage comes from the truck. There's nothing that we can do about it. It's spillage from the garbage truck because folks aren't properly storing their garbage. However, the responsibility is on us to clean it. Every truck will have, if they do not have, a shovel, a rake, a broom to be able to get that up. And we've communicated that with each and every driver and each and every laborer on the truck. So, you know, we apologize for whatever had happened, but we look forward to restoring that and making, you know, and improving our efforts.
And Mayor, Tariq said something that we need to hone on a little more. You should not be throwing liquid in your garbage, right? Because it comes out of the truck. And that's the spillage that a lot of people complain about. It's not a lot of debris, although we'll get the debris up, but it's the liquid that comes out of the truck when they turn the corner where they pulling on.
And that's what leads to odor. That's what leads to odor.
All right. You got it, gentlemen. I will see you guys next time, man. Thank all of y'all for getting on. You know, the shoes that should be removed comes from the fire department, not DPW, y'all. You call the fire department, they get those down. So y'all take care. See y'all next week. Peace and love.
Thank you.